The Matrix. When you rearrange the word neo, you get the word one. When a person is at peace with oneself, they could also be described to be at one with their own self. We live in a world that is always in a rush, where you feel that you have to rush also. We are programmed with sets of values as we grow up to be of a certain nature, to eat certain foods, to be positive, to have a little narcissism because it is healthy. We are raised by television and other forms of media to have certain standards for different traits. But why all the fuss? Why all the concern? Why should I or any other person have to be of the caliber that you project to humanity? What is in it for me? And what is in it for you? I am a battery, a single person that yields energy. My energy can be extracted and deposited in different areas that will not be controlled by myself, but controlled by the very same people that do nothing to help the state of affairs for children or men, and rather deepen the same grave that children and men are currently in. How does one be at peace with oneself in the world that we live in today? This is a very interesting question. This question can also deliver answers to other issues that many people are also pursuing. Answers as to why many people suffer from anxiety and depression, and how one can reduce or even get rid of these problems or similar problems. The world is plugged into everybody. Invisible metaphorical cables are plugged into everyone's mind, where information and data are constantly being pumped into people's brains so that a certain perception of the world is viewed by each and every individual that is being bamboozled by these overwhelming entries. Irrespective of whether people are religious or non-religious, this information is shaping the way that people think. It's very much like many scenes in the movie The Matrix, where Neo has all these plugs that are connected to his body, and his mind goes into many different worlds. What does all this mean? How is this information affecting my life or your life? And what is the problem with being connected to an information matrix? First off, what is freedom? What is true freedom? Today's society has a typical expectation of males which is still clinging to traditional roles. However, in the backward world of today, these traditional roles that include a male getting married are still being pumped into the subconscious of many males. Males are still slaves to this thought and concept, which only ends up having a male shackled around the ankles with all his freedom stripped off him due to the simple fact that we live in an extremely volatile, gynocentric system. The pollution that is run into many males' minds is clouding up the thought process system and is blinding many males into thinking that if they have a wedding and get married and blow thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars away, that it will better their life. From a logical and rational point of view, especially with the backward family laws of today that work against males, the idea of marriage is completely stupid and will only enslave a male. The brainwashed mind cannot see beyond the scope of what they deem to be normal. All the soma around them that keeps them high, including sex, television, drugs, pornography, radio, newspapers, social media, etc., keeps them feeling and believing that they are normal. But what they don't realize is that they are connected to metaphorical cables of information. If they listen to a certain song, it makes their heart race at a certain pace. If Facebook is not functioning due to lack of reception, it makes them feel left out and anxious. Watching pornography only feeds a void which only comes back stronger the next day. Drugs are extremely addictive with side effects. Society is being fed a Molotov cocktail of information via invisible cables that are only creating the most damaging chaos in one's mind, enslaving society and keeping people as nothing but drones to feed the world matrix the energy that these people have to offer to the matrix without even knowing it. The programmers of this matrix are well aware that males are the biggest source of energy for their program. They need to feed off this energy in a wholesale type of way. They have therefore created a system that keeps males in a subservient position and have given the female a position that is more powerful than males. This creates a vicious circle of marriage courts divorce and, furthermore, marriage courts divorce, all perpetuated by the certain backward laws, unequal privileges, and other matters that put females on a pedestal and males in the muddy trenches of dirt. But males are blind, brainwashed by the polluted water of the matrix, chaining themselves up and killing themselves, literally. There is a type of male that is commonly known as an alpha male. This so-called alpha male is what is most commonly pursued by the females of today's times, and is also the type of male that many brainwashed males want to be like today. Whether the male is strong and healthy, rich and powerful, there is a male that will crush the likes of any so-called alpha male that ever existed. But this male does not exist in the mind of the people that are plugged into the matrix, or have the cables of the matrix plugged into them. In saying this, the programmers of the matrix are well aware that this type of male exists, or at least the description of this type of male exists. This type of male has a name that is made up of only 3 letters and can cause the collapse of this matrix that has been built to collectively extract all the energy of humanity at the disposal of males. Out of fear, the programmers of the Matrix released a virus a few decades ago known as Feminism, which, if one uses an open and honest mind, will only realize that although it appears to be a pro-female movement, it is actually the most misogynistic movement that has ever existed. With some critical thinking, one will quickly observe that this virus has caused males to be well aware and always on the alert for manipulative females, whilst females war with each other trying to define the role of a female in society. This movement has actually been the catalyst for a great division between males and females alike. The alpha male exists only by deception and manipulation via social engineering. One can only see this when they disconnect from the matrix. You must rip the cables off you. The cables that have been long connected to your mind that are wasting all your energy. One must stop pursuing social expectations and start pursuing honest happiness. When you can do this, you will step out of the matrix and see the world for what it really is. It will be like magic. You will see and feel what these plugged in, brainwashed people get up to. You will see the unhappy dance that they walk, the zombies that are forever connected to cables which keep them enslaved. You will realize that any anxiety or depression that you had will either diminish or nearly completely go away. Magic is an understatement for what the effects will be. The food that you eat will taste better. You will move freely. You will no longer have shackles around your ankles. You will see emotional vampires coming at you from a mile away. You will laugh at all these brainwashed people with regards to all the hours that they have wasted putting makeup on their skin to appear to be another person altogether, just so that they can manipulate you and try to suck you in. You can see this now. You have disconnected. When you step out of the matrix, you will be a million light years ahead of any alpha male. You will be stronger. You will be a man. Yes, I said it. A man. A true man. Above any so-called alpha male. Nobody can steal your energy now. You are able to put your energy and resources wherever you want to. You can go your own way.